All right, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Betting Lounge. I am your host, Tyler Flesh, joined by my table of degenerates that are not here right now because the work week has been crazy. They'll be popping in any moment now, but in the meantime, you're stuck with me. So we're going to start off. We'll go through this NFL week. This is going to be a little quicker episode. We're going to get this nailed down to an hour. We have been running longer and longer. Last week, just to recap, what a crazy fucking week, right? Like, did anyone hit? Did anyone get any parlays right? I don't know. A ton of stuff happened that just fucking sucked. I mean, who would have predicted the Bills losing? The Bucks lose on top of that. It's just a horrible situation. And then also the sorry, Jay's calling me right now. How do I mute this stuff? Technology, huh? So yeah, let's just get into it. Enough babbling. It was a horrible week for everyone. I feel like no one did good or anything quite like that. So let's get into it. Tonight, the spread has moved. It is Baltimore Ravens minus 8.5 against the Miami Dolphins at plus 8.5. And if anyone's listening on YouTube, I don't know why YouTube does this. The audio just sucks at first. I don't understand why. If you listen on the podcast, it's completely crystal clear. YouTube Live just does not like my soundboard. If it doesn't clear up, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to fix it. But for now, we're just going to power through. So Miami Dolphins or Baltimore Ravens are at Miami Dolphins. Miami has now gone from plus a home dog at plus 7.5 to now a home dog plus 8.5. I was going to lay off this game, but it feels kooky. It feels weird. I now like the Dolphins at plus 8.5. Also, I'm just doing a prop in this game. I don't know if I'll bet Miami 8.5 for sure yet or not, but I'm definitely taking Lamar Jackson to get an anytime TD, and we'll see if that pans out. Other than that, don't really have much on this game. Not a very good game. So I'm just going to move on. All right. The fucking Colts. Here we go. Jacksonville Jaguars at Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis is minus 10.5. The total for the game is 47.5. Here's my logic, right, on this. Every time I bet the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Indianapolis Colts, every time I bet them, it goes the other way. So I think, right, it's going to be Indianapolis. I was like, I told myself, I was like, man, 10.5 is a lot for a division game. I like the Jaguars. For that reason, I'm going to go Indianapolis minus 10.5 because it's the only thing that makes sense to me. Jay, what do you think on that game?
Indianapolis minus 10.5.
I was just saying, like, for me, when I bet Indianapolis, when I bet those games, I always go the other way, right? So
right.
What I really wanted, I'm fading myself basically. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go Jacksonville. That's too many points. Jacksonville. That's what I'm gonna do. And I don't. I go Indy now.
10.5. Do we really feel like Indy is the type? Holy shit. Eric's fucking picture is great. Look at him. Look at him all grown up. Oh man. Eric. I want looking at that picture that just came up on the Zoom chat. I want to work for you. Can I just pitch myself? Can I just sell my qualifications? I'm a semi decent handicapper. No. Indianapolis minus 10.5 seems like a lot, but I don't think that that the Jaguars are for real. I know they got that win, right? And it was a big win, right? But no, no.
I don't. Yeah,
I'm
I
going.
just I like I said, I fade myself. So I'm like, dude, Jacksonville. That's too many points. I'm taking Jacksonville, and then I go, oh, I'm always wrong with the Colts. So then I went, all right, now I'm picking the Colts minus 10.5.
But the Colts have been decent though, right? I mean,
I don't know. They're such a weird fucking oddball team, man.
yeah. Their running game is set though, right?
Yeah, it's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Eric, what do you think?
I'm still trying to get everything pulled up, guys.
Oh, you're all good. We'll move on. That game sucks anyway. No one wants to talk about Jacksonville and the Colts anymore, and then we have to.
Oh, Jags and Colts? Yeah, I don't fucking care.
Next game is interesting, though. This game I have circled. I have an eye on. Very intriguing. I'd like your guys' opinions on this because it's different. Cleveland Browns at New England Patriots. This one's odd, right? Patriots are minus 1.5. The total for the game is 45. Who wants to start on this?
This is a tough one. Do we really think that the Cleveland Browns are underdogs here? I mean,
I don't know. With OBJ gone, they're a whole new. They're better. They're always better without him. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't using him anyway. Honestly, he was just out there as a diversion, right? He's just a fucking decoy that was just and even at that he was underutilized. Browns plus 1.5 looks good.
Man, Eric, you go.
Browns plus 1.5. I mean, I think I haven't really been following them all that much, but they're not really looking like themselves this year. But I still do like the Browns at plus 1.
Well, now that's coming off. They just fucking slaughtered the Bengals, who were 5-2. Like, that was crazy to me.
Yeah. That's
But were the Bengals imposters?
Are the Browns? That's kind of
Yeah. That's fair.
Who's for real?
I still like the Browns plus
also-
1.5.
Also, a good point by Tyler, who is always there for us in the chat. I forgot to bring this up. Chubb has COVID and is questionable.
Oh.
I still don't know what that means.
Damn.
I still don't know. Jerry.
Tyler's on it. Tyler's on it in the chat.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah. So I just, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Why not? I'm taking New England money line, or not money line. It's only minus 1.5. It'd be weird if they won by 1. I'll take New England minus 1.5.
You're gonna regret it.
Well, we do know that one thing's for sure. Like, we know what the Patriots are. The Patriots have been pretty consistent, right? We know the product.
True.
I don't know. I don't get Cleveland. That's why, and it is Foxborough. It's home. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, you think if Baker Mayfield didn't have all those commercials, people would realize that he's just pretty okay.
Probably.
Because he's got a lot of commercials. You know, he's kind of like he's a face. He's a face, you know, he's one of those guys. But is he really just Trent Dilfer?
I wouldn't say he's tier 1, but he's not a bad quarterback by any means.
Whoa, Trent Dilfer. That's a little harsh.
Is it?
I mean, Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl.
So, maybe I'm giving him too much credit.
You like that?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right. Should we move on to this? Huh?
Yeah, let's move on to the Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys.
All right.
Too late.
What? Go ahead, Aaron.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say before we move on, what do you guys feel about that over at 45? I kind of like that.
I don't know. I don't know.
Fair enough.
This game confuses the shit out of me. It's going to be an interesting game, but it confuses the shit out of me.
Okay, fair. We move along now, unless Jay has something to say about it.
No. I'm ready for the next one. I'm waiting for
Of course
the
you
next
are.
one.
Of course you
of course. And with a line like that, why wouldn't I be? Tyler, bring it in, Tyler. Tee it up for me.
Now it's time for Billy from Oklahoma to talk about her beloved Cowboys. To tell us we're either going to ride.
First things first, right?
I teed it up beautifully this time. Hey, Billy, what's going on?
Hey, you rock, Tyler.
I got it, right? Like it was flawless. We text before this. We got it down. Thank you for bearing with me. All right. Atlanta at the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas is -9.5. The total for the game is 54.5. Billy, before we get your thoughts on this game.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't you want to beat me up about the last game first?
What I don't okay. First question. Was it their fault? Because the NFL was in the upside down last week. I don't know what the hell happened.
You know, I heard one commentator say it was a Sunday of upsets, and it was. I mean, the Bills played miserably. It was just like, it was like opposite world that, you know, wasn't their fault. Yeah. I mean, you can't put lipstick on this pig. They just, and the thing that I guess throws me off the most is that you can't just say, oh, well, it was this. I mean, it was everything. I mean, the offensive line usually defends Dak so well. And I mean, they just crumbled like a house of cards. None of the receivers could catch anything, even if it hit them in the numbers. I mean, it was bad. It was everything. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was painful. I mean, even you, Tyler, who I know you think you're the football brand prognosticator poobah, didn't see this coming. So.
No, are you kidding me? I lost my ass. Poopah my ass. I lost my ass last week. I ain't that great, but I am waiting for the handwritten apologies from this podcast and all who were involved.
Well, my dad used to say, "Wait's what broke the wagon down." So I probably would just say that ship has sailed and we just move forward.
Fair enough. I like it. But all honesty, though, the one thing I do want to talk to you about is so I was on Red Zone and I had to get it clarified to me. I had to talk to Jeremy because I wasn't watching the game. That punt, the blocked punt, and then the rule following, I don't know what's more bullshit, Billy, that call or the taunting call against the Bears on Monday Night Football.
You know, and yeah, I think that's a toss-up because, you know, would it have saved our bacon? It's doubtful, but both of those calls, I thought so flagrantly bad that.
I think it would have helped though a little bit, right? I mean, you would have probably had it on what, like the 10?
Yeah. No, I mean it. You know, and it's one of those things that it could have been a momentum changer too. You know, something like that gets the blood flowing and you're all pumped up and now we have a chance to get back in this game and it's like they give it to you and then they take it away and it's like, okay, then. So yeah, that and the taunting call on the Bears, they kept playing it and I was like, I'm waiting to see what they saw.
That one was bad.
Yeah,
well,
no, those both stunk.
What do you think this week? Me and Eric were both totally wrong about Atlanta last week. Still, I don't understand that. Honestly, if we could go back in time, Billy, I'm still picking the Saints. I don't know why, but Dallas is 9.5 favorite at home.
Yeah, and here's the thing: is Dallas hasn't covered a spread like that yet this season. So I really think, or maybe it's just wishful thinking, that after getting so humiliated last week, they're going to get their collective act together and get themselves straightened out. I really believe that they'll beat the Falcons, but I'm not holding out that they're going to cover the spread. I think if they beat them by a touchdown, then we should all walk away happy with that. So.
Billy J here. Billy, you don't think that this is a game where they bounce back big, where they come out and they make a statement, they say, hey, like last week, what, we're sorry for that. Our apologies to the fans, but this is who the Cowboys are, and this is what you're used to seeing this season at the very least. Honestly, Billy, I was looking at an alternate spread, and I was looking at taking it a little bit higher. I thought the Cowboys were going to come out,
of course,
swinging
every time.
But this is my pattern. This is what I do. I always want to just alter it just a little bit up.
The largest spread they've covered all season is 7. So after playing so miserably last week, it's going to be one hell of a bounce to come back and.
Also, is Dak okay?
Well, Dak, as far as we know, seems to be okay. The other good thing is it looks like Michael Gallup will be back. So that's a good thing. But the bad news is Gregory's going to be out, defensive end this week because of a calf injury. So that's no help. So I would, in a perfect world, I'd say, yeah, rah team, and they're going to come back and kick some ass. But they haven't covered a spread like that so far this year. And after playing last week, I don't have a whole lot of hope they can do that. I mean, I hope you're right. I'd love it if you were right. But maybe I'm just, my conservative juices have kicked in here and I'm being a little more cautious.
Billy, I think the number is 9.5. Minus 9.5. Billy, I think that's the number. I don't know why. I feel it in my bones. Like when I saw this matchup, I was like, you know what? The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Oh,
they got their asses kicked in town last week against another 9.5 team. So I'm just saying.
This is gonna be different. This is gonna be different. Billy, you don't feel it? You don't like open your window, smell it. It's in the air, Billy. Open your window and smell it. It's in the air.
I live on a farm, and what walks around in the air out here isn't exactly roses and sunshine.
It smells like last week's game, right?
Oh, no. Come on, Eric. Come on, Eric.
The one thing we do have, I'll say, in our favor is if our offensive line can get their collective act together after failing so miserably last week. At least they're up against the defense, who has not been able to stop the third down, I think, all season long. So that might be the edge. But
Billy, that's a big edge. That's like a game. That's a game-deciding edge, Billy.
But here's the thing: like I said before, if we could point our finger and say, "Oh, it was just the running game," we just couldn't get the running game together, or "Oh, it was just this," but it was everything, and that's a big bite to chew for 1 week of fixing everything. So I don't know. That's just me.
Tyler said in the YouTube chat, Zeke has limited practices, so look for Pollard to get more carries.
I did see that he was on limited practice, but even when he's on limited practice, he still comes out and kicks butt. And the thing that the good thing about having Pollard there too is even when Zeke is in tip-top shape, having Pollard there gives Zeke some rest so that he can stay fresh through the whole game. So that's also.
I'm a big Pollard fan.
Pollard's good.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, Zeke's better, but Pollard's still damn good. So I mean, that shouldn't be a concern.
I think you mean to say that Zeke is paid more.
Eric, who do you have? We haven't heard much from you.
I'm kind of with Billy on this one. I mean, on the surface, looking at it, be like, yeah, absolutely, the Cowboys can do this against the Falcons, but that spread at -9. Well, I'm looking at -9, but I don't like the spread though. I think they'll win. I don't think it's gonna be a fucking 10-point game though.
So you lean Atlanta +9?
Eric, if you're leaning that way, Atlanta +9.5 is -105. If you want to play it safer, Atlanta +10.5, Eric. Atlanta +10.5.
No, I
+10.5.
no. This is what I would do. I would dial back the spread and then throw in like an anytime TD, CD Lamb, somebody like that, like something that feels good just to get the odds back where you want it to be. But I'm not taking the Falcons at +9 because for all we know, maybe the Cowboys are going to come out and they're going to do what Jay wants them to do, and it's going to be a fucking blowout. So +9.5 would also be dangerous.
What about I like the anytime TD. Now I'm on that. Hey,
That does that when he said that, when Eric said that, that did sound a bit sexy, huh?
it sounded really sexy. I went right away and my head went to Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard at +125.
You made my ears kind of just like perk up a little bit when you said that, Eric.
I like
man. That's what I'm saying. But dial back that spread and throw in an anytime TD that looks really solid.
Damn, that sounds like some really good advice, actually.
Well, Billy, so you're leaning Atlanta +9. Cowboys win, just not by 10.
Yeah, I think the over is what, 50? What is the over?
54.5.
54. I was thinking 31-24. That's kind of what I have in my head. I think
31.
they'll win.
That would put it
31
over.
Dallas. But yeah, so I'm looking at over and by a touchdown, but just like I said.
Okay, not to put you on the spot, but if you had to choose one, which one are you more confident in? Atlanta +9 or the over at 54.5?
Atlanta +9.
Wow, that was quick. Look how decisive she was. That was awesome. I barely pulled away from the mic and it was like, blam.
Billy, you're scaring me right now.
I don't like it. I didn't say I liked it, but
You're making me awful nervous over here, Billy.
I don't like it, but I like I said, I think the Cowboys could pull it out by 7, but I don't think they can beat the spread. I just don't. They haven't done it so far this year, and coming off the last week, I just don't see it.
All right. Well, Billy, we'll let you go on that note. We're going to move along, but thank you as always for joining us.
No problemo.
All right. Well, hopefully good luck to the Cowboys because I think I'm going to put them in money line in a parlay. So they got that covered, I hope.
All righty. You guys take care.
Yep, you too. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
All right, boys. Now the game we've all been waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
Put the kids to bed. It's the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. Jets, Jets. Jets are +12.5 at home. It's just funny to say that. Mike White is your starter. The total is 48. Boys, I'm going to be brutally honest here. I have no idea how to bet this game.
Really?
Same. No, I
What?
100% agree.
I thought you were going to say nobody. Nobody.
The fucking
Circles.
Bills lost by 3 points,
way,
like 9-6 last week. I mean,
Hiccup, the upside down, the Twilight Zone, the Bermuda Triangle.
No, I agree with that. I agree with the hiccup. Like, I think they win. No doubt about they win, but
okay,
cover 12?
exactly. And that's where I was going with that. Like,
The
yeah,
hard
they'll
part
win.
for me, right, Eric? And I don't know if you're here, but they could cover 12, but so could the Jets. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't like that spread.
I'm laying off the spread, and I'll tell you what. I'll tell the people what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go Tampa Bay money line in a parlay. I'm doing Buffalo money line in a parlay, and I'm doing Dallas money line parlay.
I like that. I do like that.
So if you do all those teams,
well, I was going to say, what are the odds on that? Because that's tasty.
it's -130. It's not great, but it's not horrible.
Well,
But you add in Arizona Cardinals, and it goes to plus 112.
Who are the Cardinals?
Your
playing?
beloved Panthers.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
Get to that. We'll get to that. Let's stay focused here real quick.
Okay.
I'm stepping away from this game. I don't like it. Jay, is your dick hard for the Bills?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Come on, guys. Mike White doesn't have enough magic to keep it within 12.
I don't know, man.
No, honestly, though, you really don't think that the Bills are going to bounce back? The Jets aren't that great. Like, the Jets are, I mean, what was Mike White doing before this? I don't know. He sounds like an insurance salesman. Listen, he did his thing that 1 week, right? But this is the Buffalo Bills. They're mad. They want to come out. They want to make a point. They got embarrassed last week. This just seems like the obvious choice to me. Minus 12, that's 2 touchdowns.
So
you don't think that they can beat this team by 2 touchdowns, guys?
Tyler in the chat wrote, White loves the short passes. Look for Carter over receiving yards with the Bills' good secondary.
That's some good advice.
I feel like we should call this Tyler guy.
Right?
I've invited him on before.
We need him as a guest speaker, man. He's got some solid input.
I don't know. He lives out in the boonies. There's no internet. He has 5G though, so he should be all right. Get on his phone.
Yeah,
we got to get him on.
Eric, do you got anything, or do you want to move on?
I've already said what I had to say about it. I don't like that spread. I don't want to fuck with that.
All right. New Orleans Saints at Tennessee Titans. The Titans are home. They are favored by minus 2.5. The total is 44.5.
Am I just getting like overly paranoid just because of last week?
Yeah.
But who are the Titans?
Well, who are they now, right? Who are they now with their recent injury? I mean,
well, obviously a better team. They kicked the shit out of the Rams.
Can they repeat that?
I don't know. They also lost to the Jets.
And that's the question. And then, but the Saints lost to the Falcons last week. So,
and then before that, what did they do?
The Saints are the ultimate yo-yo team, and now they're playing the second ultimate yo-yo team.
So last week they were down, and this week they'll be.
I don't know.
Up. They're not walking the dog.
That
yo-yo's coming up.
The week before that,
cradle.
To answer your question, Jay, the week before that, they beat the Bucks 36-27.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
you know what? I'm going to take Jay's advice. I'm going Saints plus 2.5.
Thank you. Saints plus 2.5. The yo-yo's coming up, baby.
You know what? Scratch that.
What?
Saints money line.
That was a fast turnaround.
Saints money line. No 2.5. They outright win that game.
Hey, it's still plus 128 for them on the money line, so that's still good odds, you know?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I mean, why not? You guys got anything on that?
I mean, I like that too. I like plus 2.5 seems like the safe bet, but when I looked at it, I said the Saints feel like they could pull this one out. That this could be a game that they just outright win. I don't know with the Saints. I mean, their running game is good. Their defense is good, but they're kind of a weird team to watch. And the Titans, I really don't know how they're really going to react long term. Like, what's the vision long term for this team? Now that Derrick Henry is out, so they have the element of surprise favoring them in that first game without him. Yes, but now I think teams are going to figure them out. And Sean Payton is going to. I mean, Sean Payton is Sean Payton. It's going to work out.
Eric.
I mean, I think Jay sold me, and then you sold me even further. Saints on the money line. I like the odds at 128, and I mean 2.5 is just so fucking close that it's like, okay, well, why not just take them on the money line if you think they're going to win anyway?
Right. Let's get to this next game. I don't know. Like someone else can start this off. We can skip it totally if you guys want. I'm not interested at all. It's the Detroit Lions at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers are -8.5. The total is 42.5.
Ooh, this is a
Can I-
tough one.
Why?
Go ahead, Eric.
Why in the fuck are the Steelers at -8.5?
The Lions are really bad.
They're
Yeah,
so
but
bad, bro.
So
They're
is
so
Big
bad.
Ben. Big Ben hasn't been looking good this year either, though.
Yeah, but the Steelers can run the ball.
True.
Steelers have a good defense too. That might be a game you look at a defensive touchdown
Oh,
for the Steelers. Honestly,
That actually is very
that
solid.
is good
point.
advice. I do like that.
the odds aren't up right now, but
Yeah, I could see the Steelers pulling that off.
I mean, I do have a gift lately for defensive touchdowns. Not to toot my own horn, but toot.
Hey, that's a weird thing that you do. I don't know how you do that, but that's weird.
It is odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
You tipped me off on one last weekend, and I rode with you on it and made us money. So yeah,
No, but it's not often that you miss on it, and you don't often talk about it.
Yeah, I'll like follow us
Yeah.
on follow us on social media and to make sure betting with the boys at Instagram to make sure if I do follow through with the bet, I will post it. Right now we do have some hockey up tonight, so make sure you check that out.
Oh,
I like the under here, guys. I'll take the under at 42.5.
yeah, I can see the under working out.
really?
I mean,
Yeah, these two guys.
Pittsburgh's a hard place to kick. It's going to be colder. It's going to be like, I don't know. I don't know. I have a feeling. I just feel like that might happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess kind of to your point though, like if Steelers are most likely going to be running the ball more than passing because Ben's just not looking all that great anymore, that's just going to be a clock killer anyway.
Yep.
All right, let's keep it moving. We got a lot of games to go through. And we got to keep it tight. Okay. Minnesota Vikings at Los Angeles Chargers. Vikings are +3. Chargers are -3 at home. The total is 53. How do we feel?
Chargers -3, easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Chargers
made-
-3, easy.
You just made me feel better because that's where I was leaning.
I
Yeah.
like 3. I don't like 3.5 if it moves.
So
Good
let's
point.
take it right now. We're gonna jump on it right now.
Yeah, I'd jump on it now. All right, let's move on, Eric. It's know your team. Carolina Panthers at Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals are favored by -10. The total for the game is 44. And ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget, Mr. Cam Newton is back. He's home where it all started.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Well, he's still got to pass a physical before he can play though.
Oh, he'll pass.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm just saying.
I mean, look, but that's the thing with him though. He looks like his physique wise. I mean, he looks like he's ready to go, but something happens. There's a disconnect, right? When he's on the field, something happens. There's something there that isn't clicking. Just like got to blow in that cassette one more time. I don't know.
All right, real quick before we get to Eric, I just want to mention Eric is the only one last week who hit his mortal lock. I lost on Pittsburgh, and Jay, Billy, and Jeremy lost on the Cowboys. Eric has called the Panthers down to the wire. He knows the team, so Eric, take it away.
Well, I mean, first of all, okay, yeah. So we just covered the fact that we're bringing Cam back. I don't know if he's playing Sunday though.
No,
Is
he's
he?
not playing. No.
Okay, well, yeah. Panthers not even +10. Cardinals -10. Look, I'm telling you, our defense is a good defense, but they're still not looking like they should. Cardinals are looking like a phenomenal team.
Yeah, they really.
And our offensive line just fucking sucks. We talked about this before. Our offensive line cannot protect Darnold long enough. Darnold fucking sucks ass, like horribly. And as soon as that pocket collapses, he either tries to run the ball because he's confused. He doesn't know if he's a fucking quarterback or a running back, or he tries to throw away the ball, but he throws it towards double coverage And it's like he's trying to invite a fucking goddamn interception, right? So 10 points against the Cardinals at home for the Cardinals, I think that's fucking easy.
And Jay, you go ahead, man. You have been hot on the Birds all year long.
I mean, look at that face.
Yeah, I mean, our listeners can't see me right now, but I'm smiling. I'm ear to ear.
Well, they can if they're watching YouTube.
Right. Yeah, I hope that they are. But the Cardinals -10 seems like an easy pick. The Panthers are, in a word, shambolic. I mean, it is what it is.
Well,
The Cardinals have found a way to be effective, even with injuries. They're still firing on all cylinders. I'm so impressed by them right now. Just the coaching, like the players, like just the way that everyone is executing. I mean, I can't ask any more of these Birds.
You know what? I'll even double down on that. Think about this, right? If this is Sam Darnold's first fucking season with the Panthers, and we're going into week 10, and they've already decided, hey, you know what? We want Cam back. That should tell you everything you need to know about our fucking offense, right?
Yeah.
So
real quick too. I'm just gonna say this, and then we can actually talk more Panthers. I want to get this out of the way. I actually like Arizona all the way up to -13.5.
woo!
I'm definitely gonna lock in Arizona. I'm not moving it. I'm just telling you where I like it in case the line moves. So I am taking Arizona -10. Eric, I want to speak to this. The Panthers, smart organization, in my opinion, right now. Now, you may not see it that way, and a lot of listeners might not either, but I'm going to explain why. How fast are they moving to kick Sam Darnold out? It's genius. Why wait? They didn't even wait till the end of the year. They're moving now. They know he's not the guy, and they're like, hey, but you know what? I like the trade for him. I still like the trade. There was no one else out there. They wanted Watson. They're not going to get him, right? All the sexual harassment allegations, they're not getting him. So you move up, you shoot your shot with Sam Darnold, and you miss. But the fact that they're bringing in Cam just to be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go Cam. Let's try to win. We're still trying to win. I love that about that organization.
Yeah.
I can't speak.
Organization.
But is it so? Just to play devil's advocate, though, Tyler.
Yeah.
I mean, and Eric is gonna flip his lid when I say this.
No, probably not.
I'm gonna make Eric so mad. Is it just Sam Darnold? Like, could Sam Darnold be more effective if instead they made a play for, better help around him? Maybe it's not Sam Darnold. Maybe there needs to be other pieces in play to help that team win, not just overly relying on Christian McCaffrey. And when he's out, it's fuck all. They don't know what to do. I mean, are there a lot of quarterbacks that in Sam Darnold's position could do better? Are there more guys out there that could do better if they were in the same spot? I think. Look,
absolutely.
Let's take one of the most overpaid quarterbacks in the NFL, in Kirk Cousins, drop him into the same team. I think that he produces similar results.
I don't know if I'd make that kind of comparison, but
Kirk Cousins. Oh, you're high on Kirk?
No, what I'm saying is I don't think he's the kind of quarterback that's going to produce the same results if you put him on that same offensive line. What I think is, and no, I'm not flipping my shit over that statement. Our offensive line is not doing their job to protect him long enough to make the right decisions.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm saying that, yes, he falls apart when he has to scramble and fall out of the pocket, but they're not giving him enough protection to have the time to make the right decisions. So it's not just him. I'm not just trying to put it all on Sam.
Yeah.
The offensive line's not strong enough. Sam's not good enough to make the right decisions when shit hits the fan. And, maybe even the play calls as well just really aren't designed around what he's good at.
Yeah,
I think I'd give Matt Rule some more time. This is only his second season. He hasn't had McCaffrey very long. I was gonna bring up the point that Teddy Bridgewater played better, and then I looked at the record and I would have stuck my foot in my mouth. I had to refresh my memory there. So last year the Panthers were 5-11. They're already 4 wins right now. So yeah, they're 4-5 now. I mean, if they get 2 more wins, they did better than last year. So I still, man, from what I've seen, Sam Darnold's just the problem, in my opinion. McCaffrey, I think they need to get a better backup for him. He's having longevity issues already in this young career. He's hurt way too much, way too frequently.
Yeah.
They need to go find like a backup. Like, could you imagine if Carolina had like a Tony Pollard situation?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That'd be fucking nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I think they're going to address that. I like what they're doing. They're trying. Here's what I like. They are trying to find a quarterback. They're trying. They're actively trying. They're not settling. They're not saying, hey, let's give Sam another couple of years. They're like, no, on to the next. Come on, we got to find someone. It's not a rookie. Sam's not a rookie. Whether he was in New York or whatever his situation was, he's still not a rookie. So I like what Carolina's doing, honestly.
Yeah, no, they took a gamble with him, thinking like, you know what, he was really a top pick in the draft. And maybe it was just being with the Jets that didn't work out for him. And now they've realized, nope, he's just not a good quarterback in general. And they're already scrambling to find someone else because
Eric, that's why I gave him the benefit of the doubt because I don't like the Jets. I don't like the Jets. That's why I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
All right. Well, real quick, I got to get my dog. So let's move on to the next game and I'll let you guys go. Seattle Seahawks at Green Bay Packers. Green Bay is favored -3.5 at home. The total is 49.5. Take it away, boys.
Listen, I know that Tyler's going to have a field day with this because he has this
hatred for
view
Rodgers.
of Green Bay. It's a hatred for Rodgers, but also I think he respects Rodgers and he knows the way that things go. -3.5 for Green Bay seems like an absolute steal to me, especially since I don't really know what the situation is and in Seattle, like in terms of their quarterback position. And I don't think a lot of other teams know what it is either, because I mean, it wasn't that long ago that we were seeing all these Cam Newton signs with Seattle posts on Instagram, because Seattle is looking for a solution to their quarterback situation. And that instability alone should lead you to lean Green Bay, in my opinion. No. I'm leaning Green Bay. I think it's an absolute steal at -3.5. Even money line -184 in a parlay, I would throw that all day. Eric, you shook your head at what I said. Go ahead.
I don't know. It's tough, man, because I mean, Rodgers still out. He's not playing.
Yeah.
So that puts some question marks on it. And to your point, the Seahawks, their quarterback situation. I mean, he's still not playing either. So, damn, man.
Russell's back this week. Russell is back.
Oh, he is.
Yes, Russell is back this week.
No, wait, no, what? He's back?
Yeah,
that fucking changes everything.
What? Tyler told you this?
No, I know this. I know this.
Tyler from the chat. No.
Russell's back.
Oh wow! I retract all of my statements.
Oh yeah, God.
I feel like they were good ones too, but I retract them.
Seahawks +3.5. If Russell's back in, oh fuck yes.
Yeah, Seahawks +3.5. I take it back.
Rodgers might be back. His status is still questionable.
Oh damn it!
Yeah, but has he been vaccinated yet? Because if he hasn't been vaccinated yet, then he can't get on the field, can he?
Yeah, he can play.
He's just gonna lie again.
Yeah, he can play if he's not vaccinated. He just wasn't doing any of the. He wasn't following any of the rules.
Yeah, I'll bet your sweet ass there's a lot of fucking Packers fans out there that are pissed off at him right now.
The way things are going, I would jump all over this. Like, man, look, I go, hey, Quit moving the mic. I go Packers. I go Packers minus or fucking the dog. Guinness is driving me nuts. I'd go. I'm going Seahawks plus 3.5, and I'll tell you why. We talked about this last week on the show. When there's tragedy and there's controversy among your organization, you tend to not perform well the following week. We called that with the Raiders. We said the Giants. I called that one. I said Giants over the Raiders. That happened. I think Seattle outright wins this game. If Rodgers doesn't play, they outright win this game. If he does play, Packers maybe win by 3, but I'm telling you what, they're not winning by no more. I'm taking Seahawks plus 3.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I totally changed my mind. I did a 180. Seahawks plus 3.5 for the listeners. I'm sorry for flip flopping.
No, it's fine. You didn't know that Russell was back, so
Hey, new information changes everything.
Yeah, we can't keep track of everything all the time, 24/7. So, is that good for that game? Do we want to move on?
Yeah, move on. Let's go Philadelphia and Denver.
Okay, Denver is favored at home minus 2.5. The total is 45.5.
Oof.
I think this is an easy one.
Is this Denver money line minus 142? Denver money line.
No, I like the Broncos at minus 2.5.
Man, I kind of like the under at 45.5.
Really?
I just
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the under does seem like an obvious choice too.
That is a good point.
Just look at these teams.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Just
but
look at it.
okay, but wait a minute. With that being said, the Broncos put up 30 fucking points last week against the Cowboys.
That's a one-off, brother. That's a one-off. Last week was a weird week. It's never gonna happen again. Like you saw it all over the league.
Yeah,
Just weird shit was happening. And every dog has their day, man. And it just happened to that all the dog days just coincided.
Yeah, last week was a fucking conundrum.
Yeah.
Did we skip? We did skip
The Bucks game.
Yeah, we'll go back to that.
We'll go back to that one.
Let's wrap that game up, right? We're good.
Yep. Broncos money line.
Kansas City at Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders are plus 2.5. The total is 52.5. This is a division game. God, dude, I don't know. Guys,
I like the Chiefs at minus 2.5. I mean, they're not looking like themselves this year. They just came off of an upset, though. I don't know. Am I wrong, Jay? What do you think?
Man, I don't know if the Raiders get up for this one. I think the Raiders might get up for this one, and maybe they don't win, but plus 2.5.
You think so?
No, fuck, I don't know. This one is tough.
This one's really tough, man.
This is hard because, I mean, division shit, like teams get up for it usually, but
remember last year,
2.5 is small, Tyler. 2.5 is small.
I know, but this is what throws me. Remember last year, Kansas City was really, really good. They lost to the Raiders. The Raiders were their upset. Like they play each other very, very hard. And with all that being said, fuck it, man. I'm going over 52.5.
Okay.
Really?
I mean, but look, the Raiders can score. The Chiefs maybe can score. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm going Raiders.
Yeah.
I almost kind of like the under on that one.
On Raiders,
Really?
I'm going over.
Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I can see like both defensive lines just really shutting down.
I'm trying not to have a bias on this game because the Chiefs have lost me so much money this year that I'm a little bit bitter about it. You know what I mean?
See, there's the sign. There's the sign. Wherever you felt like you wanted to put money on, fucking fade yourself. They've lost you that much money this year. You probably need to fade yourself.
Go Raiders.
Raiders plus 2.5.
All right.
Moving on.
Let's move back up to the game I accidentally skipped. Tampa Bay Bucks at Washington Football Team. The Washington Football Team is plus 9.5 at home. The total is 51.5. Boys, I'm just going to start. I absolutely love this huge bounce back game. I would not want to play Tom Brady off a bye. 9.5 is an easy lock for me.
Oh, he just came off of a bye?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dangerous Tom Brady right now.
And he's coming off a bye after he had a bitter taste of defeat from the Saints in his mouth.
Yeah, and old people need their rest. You know this. Old people need their rest. He's gonna come back rejuvenated. You know, the scent of Ben Gay is in the air.
Easy there,
gonna be
fucker. I'm
fresh.
older than he is.
He's gonna be fresh, dude. But we're talking about a professional athlete, dude.
Well,
Yeah, in
and,
real life, he's not old. In NFL,
You're just a professional handicapper.
and it's an early game for the day too, so it's before his bedtime.
Oh,
So-
that's even worse. That's even worse for
I know, and they're on
Washington.
Eastern time, so he's yeah. That I think we're all on the same page
Yeah.
there.
It's not
Yeah.
even a long flight from Tampa to Washington. It's not a long flight.
No, not at all. Let's wrap up with Los Angeles Rams at San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco 49ers are +4 at home, and the total is 49. A little side note here: the Los Angeles Rams have just picked up OBJ. So
Guys.
Odell Beckham Jr. is officially a Ram now. More weapons for Stafford.
Guys, it's not even close, and I don't understand this line. It's not even close. It really isn't. It just feels like a landslide. It feels like something that's about to start. You know, like you're seeing it, and you're like, "Hey, look, this is gonna get bad." It hasn't yet, but you know it's gonna happen. I think the LA Rams are gonna pick up so much steam throughout the rest of the season. I mean, -4 is an easy pick.
Yeah. I go Rams on this one -4. Especially after getting beat. I'm a big fan of good teams. Always bet on a good team once they get their ass kicked because they always come back better. And honestly, the 49ers, they're in a bit of a rebuild right now, so they don't really know who they are or what they are. So yeah, definitely going Rams. Eric?
Yeah. No, I agree. Rams -4. It's pretty much a no-brainer.
Well, that is that for the NFL. Look, the reason we don't talk about other sports is right now is there's just not enough time. NFL's our bread and butter. That's what we all love. And look, we do bet on everything. Like, so follow our social media. We do post stuff constantly. We hit on hockey last night. If you follow us, we had Minnesota Wild -1.5 on the puck line. So follow us. We will talk about other stuff as the year goes on. So bear with us, you know.
Yeah, honestly, Tyler, anyone, for our listeners out there, if you're following us on those social media platforms, you're going to see that we get into soccer, we get into Formula One a lot, and hockey has been really kind to us. Hockey has been like one of these things where it's been a pleasant surprise.
Hockey has been our gentle lover.
It really has. It's loved me tender.
Love me tender.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, I know what everyone's thinking. You guys didn't do your locks of the week. You didn't do your set in stones. I always say set. Everyone does lock of the week. That's why we switched it to set in stone. So let's do some set in stones, boys. Does everyone have one?
Oh, just a second. Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
Eric, you got one?
I always forget about this until the very end, and then it's like,
All
oh
right,
yeah,
I will
shit, that's right.
and go first. So we were just talking about it earlier. We said there's no way it happens. Tom Brady comes off with defeat, the taste of defeat, a taste he's not too familiar with, a taste that he spits out, a taste that covers 9.5. That's right, folks. Set it in stone. Tampa Bay -9.5.
Yeah.
Set that shit in stone because it's a lock. That's a big bet. That's not. I already had my bet of the year pick, which hit which hit with the Packers, but this is damn near close. I would put a good chunk of change just down on this game at 9.5. Jay.
All right, here we go. We didn't talk about this earlier today, but it's important to me. And I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to go with Mexico plus 165 over USA. I'm going to show my true colors. Vamos el tri. Vamos, vamos. Si se puede.
Hey.
I love it. He flipped the
Spice into
script. He
the show.
flipped
I
the
love it.
script. Hey, you're allowed to do that as long as it's during the week. That is our only rule. It does not have to be NFL, folks. And Jay just flipped the script.
Yeah, that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I can't wait. I'm going to be at the bar. I'm going to be watching it. It's going to be a great time. Tecate, Corona, whatever it is. I have to drink the right drink. It's going to be a fantastic time.
Vamonos.
Fuck yeah.
Vamonos, USA.
No.
Eric, what do you got?
I don't know why I was stumbling over a fucking set in stone for this week, man. It's a no-brainer. Cardinals minus 10 against the Panthers.
Hey, you're a wise man and you're a brave man for that.
I don't know if he's brave. I'll go with wise, not brave. I mean,
It's a big spread, but they're going to do it.
some spread. All right, boys. I think that wraps up this show. Let's get some final words in. Jay, go ahead.
Oh, trust your gut. Always.
Eric.
Say a prayer for my Panthers because it's going to be horrible.
The Bears got screwed. That was the worst taunting penalty I've ever seen. But guess what? I'm okay with the loss. If you want to hear more thoughts and opinions, tune in to 34 to Glory, my other podcast. Little plug.
plug.
Remember, folks,
Nice
you
plug.
can't bitch if you do not bet. I love the efficiency on that one, boys. It's nice.
Oh, you mean
to the point.
in the sense that, like, you were kind of really pushing us to get to the next game?
Well,
Yeah.
last week we went almost an hour and 30, and I was like, let's try to keep this a tight hour. I didn't do a good job of timekeeping.
It's a good point. No, it works for me too, man, because like the dog is wondering like why in the fuck haven't we gone to the park yet?
I know. Long days, dude, for everyone. It sucks. I wish this could be our full-time job. This would be awesome. Then we could do all the sports. Then we could do 5 hours. I could do 5 hours easy daily.
Oh yeah, no shit.
If it was my job, like, hey, you got to work for 5 hours, it'd be like everyone up in the morning. All right, cool.
Yeah, this would be fantastic. If honestly, like, we got on and we're like, hey, we had a docket, right? And our docket said like we have to watch this game, and that game, and we all were in accord, you know what I mean? We'd have a lot of like really quality material to share about each game, you know, because we could like really rail into a random like hockey game.
Yeah.
And, like for the same for NBA or whatever it is that we're watching, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, goodbye, YouTube. We have some